Ag PhD full episodes and more are now available on Acres TV, the newest ag platform connecting you to fields of information. Look for us on watchacrestv.com. One thing in the Great White North where we farm that farmers think about is, how do I catch some snow and keep it in the field and not let it blow out on the road and make it tough to travel all winter?
Well, there's that, but the other side of it is, I'll be honest, we've had drought for 3.5 years on our farm. Less than half normal rainfall in some of the fields. That's not good. So I want to catch as much snow as possible just so I can hopefully at least replenish the moisture in our soil. So regardless of what the point is, why do you want to catch the snow in the field? How do you do it?
Well, one way that we're seeing farmers across the country try and catch some of that snow is using a cover crop. If you get a growing crop, rather than harvest and you've got this clean field out there, have a nice big growing cover crop out there that can catch some of that snow. That's one of the real positives here. Now, the downside might be, Brian, if that cover crop takes a lot of moisture out of the soil to grow, well, maybe it's just putting back what it took out. But one thing for sure, if you've got something out there growing, you can catch more snow in the field.
Yeah, but honestly, I think what's even better is, let's say you had corn and you just harvested it for grain and you leave all that residue out there, and you even try to harvest the stalks as high as possible, so hopefully your ears are high so you can run the combine header a little bit higher. And if you have stalks still standing out in the field and all the residue on the soil surface, that should be really good too. That's going to stop a lot of that wind that's blowing across your field, and the snow will get caught there. And as you get drifts, well, guess what? Then more snow gets caught there, so that's a good thing.
Well, we'll see some farmers just leave a few rows of corn standing with the ears on and everything. They're fine with wildlife eating those ears of corn. That's just fine with them. But they know if they've got this great big tall corn plant, they've got a great shot for that snow to catch behind that row of corn or those rows of corn and set up a big drift like Brian was talking about. The bigger the drift, the better, because hey, it's out in the field and that's a lot of moisture potentially.
Now, Darren mentioned a little bit earlier roads. And it's something you might not think about if you're from a big town, but out in the country, very often we have a lot of challenges when we're the only person that lives on our gravel road. The township doesn't get there quickly. The county's definitely not coming out to move snow. It's on us to move the snow. So how are we going to do this, or how are we going to prevent some of the snow from hitting the road? A lot of people will put out what they call a snow fence out in the field a little ways to hopefully catch the snow there, form a drift, and then the snow will stop there in the field instead of getting to the road. So that can help sometimes.
Yeah, there's a lot of things here that go into this, and you may say, well, man, I'm from the south, I don't have to deal with very much snow, but it's pretty interesting. And you look at, okay, that's why guys are doing that out in fields in the north. And if you are from the north, hopefully you picked up a few ideas about, okay, I understand what's happening now, or maybe here's something I should give a try this year.
Well, regardless of whether you catch a bunch of snow in the field or not, chances are you may have to fight our Weed of the Week. We'll tell you how to stop this tough weed later in the show.